Is it time to buy or sell Apple stock? In this video, we will explore Apple in depth. Our initial report was published on our website on Wednesday, the 26th of March, 2025, and now we're here to provide you with a more comprehensive analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay informed about our latest analyses. You don't want to miss any crucial updates that could influence your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched artificial intelligence stock analysis tool, powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Utilize the capabilities of AI and receive free price predictions and in-depth analyses for any one among 45,000 companies globally today. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be interpreted as financial advice. Since the 24th of March, 2025, our system has identified Apple as a sell candidate, assigning it a score of -2.17. Now, let us examine the stock's performance during this period. Interestingly, the stock has outperformed our system's predictions, achieving a gain of 0.36%. This results in an average return of 0.12% per day since it was designated as a sell candidate. The stock is currently positioned within a broad and declining trend in the short term, with indications of further declines within this trend. The recent 3-month trend suggests a potential decrease of approximately 8% over the next 3 months, with possible returns ranging from -14% to just under 0.5%. In terms of a longer-term outlook, our 12-month analysis forecasts a projected change of nearly 30%. Based on our calculations, the stock's performance could vary from about 24% to 60% over the next year. In current terms, this would suggest a future price range between $274.22 and $354.55. Our latest daily update for Apple includes the headline, Apple stock price down 0.99% on Wednesday. The Apple stock price fell by -0.99% on the last day, Wednesday, the 26th of March, 2025, from $223.75 to $221.53. During the last trading day, the stock fluctuated 2.06%, with a day low at $220.47 and a day high of $225.02. The price has risen in 6 of the last 10 days and is up by 2.1% over the past 2 weeks. Volume increased on the last day by 137,000 shares, albeit with falling prices. This may serve as an early warning, indicating a slight increase in risk over the next couple of days. In total, 34 million shares were traded, amounting to approximately $7,630 million. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest stock price was $260.10, while the lowest price was $164.08. Currently, the price is 14.83%, or $38.57, below the 52-week high of $260.10, which also represents the all-time high for the stock. Apple continues to position itself strategically in the tech landscape with significant recent developments. California's tech powerhouse announced that the ban on iPhone sales in Indonesia will be lifted starting April 11th, allowing for the launch of the iPhone 16 series in the Southeast Asian market. This move is expected to bolster revenues significantly in one of the largest smartphone markets in the region. In legislative news, Utah's governor signed an online child safety law that mandates tech giants like Apple and Google to verify user ages for app access. This places added responsibility on Apple, likely increasing operational costs in compliance efforts, but also enhancing user safety, which could positively influence consumer trust and brand loyalty in the long run. Additionally, the company appears to be expanding its infrastructure capabilities by reportedly purchasing NVIDIA servers, a strategic move that may improve their operational efficiency and capabilities in artificial intelligence and data processing. On the investment front, Warren Buffett's substantial stake in Apple reflects robust performance and investor confidence, although his recent sell-offs may suggest a cautious outlook amidst a volatile market. This could indicate shifting sentiments among institutional investors, potentially impacting Apple's stock price in the short term. Analyst ratings. On Wednesday, the 12th of March, 2025, it was reported that Morgan Stanley assigned AAPL an overweight rating with a hold action. On Friday, the 21st of February, 2025, it was reported that UBS assigned AAPL a reduced rating with an upgrade action. On Wednesday, the 19th of February, 2025, it was reported that Goldman Sachs assigned AAPL a buy rating with a hold action. On the same day, it was reported that Loop Capital Markets assigned AAPL a hold rating with a downgrade action. Also on that day, it was reported that Jefferies assigned AAPL an underperform rating with a hold action. Analysts have assigned a general neutral rating to Apple stock. They consider the price-to-earnings ratio to be a strong sell, and the price-to-book ratio is also viewed as strong sell. However, for return on investment, the analysts have given the stock a strong buy rating. The following signals have been identified for Apple. There are mixed signals regarding the stock today. The Apple stock currently shows a buy signal from the short-term moving average. However, the long-term average indicates a general sell signal. Since the long-term average surpasses the short-term average, there is an overall sell signal for the stock, resulting in a more pessimistic outlook. If the stock experiences further gains, it will encounter resistance from the long-term moving average at $230.96. Conversely, if the stock declines, it will find some support from the short-term average at $218.04. A breakout above the long-term average would generate an additional buy signal, while a drop below the short-term average would reinforce the sell signal and strengthen the overall indication. Additionally, a sell signal is currently present from the 3-month moving average convergence divergence, also known as MACD. The trading volume increased alongside falling prices yesterday, which may serve as an early warning, suggesting that the stock should be monitored more closely. A buy signal was triggered from a pivot bottom point on Thursday, March 13, 2025, and to date, it has risen 5.65%. Further increases are anticipated until a new top pivot is established. Here are some other signals you might find interesting. Moving average convergence divergence sell signal. Pivots, buy signal observed 10 days ago. Bollinger, buy signal noted 9 days ago. Short-term moving average, buy signal identified 7 days ago. Long-term moving average, sell signal recorded 16 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages indicated a buy signal 13 days ago. If we examine the 12-month chart, we see short moving average, sell signal observed 21 days ago. Long-term moving average, buy signal noted 15 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages showed a buy signal 10 days ago. Remember to visit our page at StockInvest.us if you want to discover more signals. Support, risk, and stop loss for Apple. Apple finds support from accumulated volume at $220.84. This level may present a buying opportunity as an upward reaction is expected when the support is tested. This stock typically experiences average movements throughout the day, and with substantial trading volume, the risk is assessed to be medium. Over the last day, the stock fluctuated by $4.55 between its high and low, representing a change of 2.06%. For the past week, the stock has exhibited a daily average volatility of 2.19%. Before we dive into the possible favorable trading levels for Apple, let's quickly cover some essential fundamental data. First, we have the price-to-earnings ratio, commonly referred to as the PE ratio. This important measure compares a company's current share price to its earnings per share. This PE ratio is relatively standard, often observed in companies with lengthy operating histories or stable revenue streams. In other news, the upcoming earnings report for the first quarter of the year 2025 is anticipated on the 1st of May, 2025. Analysts' consensus estimates stand at $1.61. It is important to monitor these figures as they can significantly influence stock prices. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for Apple. In the event of an upward trend, the first resistance level for Apple is at $222.64. If you do not currently own any shares, you may want to wait for this level to be surpassed before entering a position. For those who already hold the stock, this could be a point to consider for swing trading. On the downside, Apple encounters its first support level at $220.84. If this support level holds, it could present a good entry point, anticipating a rebound. The combined average rating for Apple from various analyst sources is neutral. Now let's explore some recent insider trades. On the 25th of February, 2025, Susan Wagner conducted an insider purchase of 1,255 shares of restricted stock unit. On the same day, Ronald D. Sugar conducted an insider purchase of 1,255 shares of restricted stock unit. Also on that day, Monica C. Lozano conducted an insider purchase of 1,255 shares of restricted stock unit. On the 25th of February, 2025, Arthur D. Levinson conducted an insider purchase of 1,113 shares of restricted stock unit. Finally, on that same day, Andrea Jung conducted an insider purchase of 1,255 shares of restricted stock unit. Analyzing the most recent 100 insider trades, we found the insider power to be negative, with a ratio of negative 24.063. In total, insiders have purchased 1,692,264 shares and sold 2,800,500 shares in the last 100 trades. We currently hold a negative evaluation for this stock, and no stop loss has been established. Is Apple stock a good buy? Currently, Apple displays several negative indicators, and we anticipate that its performance will remain weak in the upcoming days or weeks. Consequently, our evaluation of this stock is unfavorable. Upon analyzing the volatility and movements from the last trading day, our systems indicate that the current price is undervalued. For trading on Thursday, the 27th of March, we expect Apple to open higher by 81 cents, starting at $222.34. We remind you that trading involves a high risk of losing money, and it is advisable to consult with a financial advisor before making any purchases or sales of securities. You should not base your investment decisions on StockInvest.us. By using the information provided, you agree to take responsibility for your own investment choices. This is our current view of the stock. Do you agree or disagree? Please comment below and share your thoughts. What is your target for the stock? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a beautiful day. With warm regards from all of us here at Stock Invest.